Hello my friends, welcome or welcome back to Taking Style Personally. This is my YouTube channel where I talk all things sustainable and attainable style and also occasionally vlog. And this is a vlog, a bits and bobs vlog as it were. Some little bits and bobs from my life. As you can probably still hear in my voice, I got so sick. This is my first time coming to you, Alberta from the future, to introduce a vlog, but I felt like it was a good idea to do it just because it is definitely pretty disjointed. But now that I've had such a big break in between these clips, it kind of feels, it didn't quite feel right to just start adding more clips as if I hadn't missed a week. So for your consideration, here are a collection of clips from before I got so sick that I spent an entire week on this very couch watching Sex and the City. Enjoy! Hello, it's me. I'm currently in my closet/office, which has become honestly a huge source of stress pretty much since we moved in. It was the room that housed all the boxes while we were unpacking. And then I never quite got the right infrastructure for it. I got a shelf cheap on Facebook Marketplace thinking it would be helpful, and it ended up being not quite big enough for what I needed it for. So I've just got things in so many different places. None of the shelving or furniture in the room really works in the room, but I don't have the budget right now to replace these things. So I need to, at the very least, tidy it up and make it a little bit more functional. So I'm going to show you what I'm working on today. So this is the corner of the room that I don't show on social media. You're probably familiar with this little corner. Oh, hello, sir. And I wanted to try and get this a little bit more organized today, kind of a little bite-sized reorganization. I'm not going to tear the whole room apart today. I've just got like a couple of hours until my husband gets home, and then we're going to go do something this afternoon. So I'm just going to spend a couple hours with my audiobook, and I'm going to try and get a little bit of a grip. You can see I've already been refolding some sweaters and reorganizing. My sweaters live in this tower. This is the shelving I bought that's like not actually really a functional size. If it were a few inches wider, then I could do 2 stacks of sweaters and I would be able to do all of my knits, and I'd be able to do some accessories, and some of the junk that ends up cluttering this dresser could go on there. Like it just, if the shelf were 6 inches wider, we'd be in a whole different ball game. But unfortunately, I just kind of bought it out of desperation. So objectives today, I want to get the dresser tidied and organized. I absolutely adore this vintage dresser. I've had it for the better part of 10 years and I love it. The drawers are so huge and so deep, and it stores so much stuff, but it's my only surface in the room, so it ends up just being a dumping ground, and I want to avoid that. So I want to get this cleaned off. I want to get this shelf reorganized. I want all of my sweaters refolded. I want to put away the messy boxes and stuff on the top shelf. And there's also this little kind of hanging basket that came with the shelf that's got like some dye and some extra notepads and just kind of like miscellaneous junk. So I want to get that put away. In my fantasy world, I would love to have some beautiful shelves to go on either side of this dresser and kind of turn it into like a feature. Have some shelves that I could merchandise, beautifully with knits and accessories and maybe some shoes, and kind of make it like a feature closet wall. I would absolutely love that. I don't think that that's necessarily realistic for this house and my budget, but it's okay to dream every now and again. Another thing I would really love to do for this room is get a second rug to cover up more of this heinous gray laminate flooring. Nothing kills the vibe faster for me personally than the millennial gray laminate. The most devastating thing about it is that the original hardwood is in immaculate condition underneath. But I try not to think about that too much. Okay, it's time for me to set up a time lapse and get these sweaters organized, get this desk cleared off, and I'll check back in after. Progress. We're making moves. This surface is freshly cleaned. It's definitely seen better days and I would love to refinish it sometime in the future, but for now I'm just gonna look at adding back all of my bits and bobs, and then I've got to tackle this. The closet got opened, things spiraled just a little, but I think I can still rein it all back in. Okay, it's the next day. Honestly, I can't even tell you how much better it feels in this room after giving it a good tidy organizing. I also did a pretty ferocious vacuum in here this morning, so it just feels a million times better, truly. I still objectively really dislike the layout of the room, and there are so many things that I'd like to change, but at the very least, it doesn't make me feel sad to walk in here this morning. So that's a huge improvement. I feel like it's probably not going to look very dramatic on camera, but it feels a million times better. Okay, it's the middle of the afternoon and I'm just about to set up to do a little at-home workout with my friend Andrea's platform. It's called A Few Fun Moves. I'm going to link it. She's the absolute best, objectively. I love her. I've been working out with Andrea for years. I used to work out with her in person before the pandemic, and she started her movement platform during the pandemic, and I've been a subscriber since day one. She's just wonderful. It's all like really fun, functional movement that's designed to support your everyday life. And I can't get enough. So lately I've really been on a big walking kick, which feels amazing, but it's just not in the cards today. I've just kind of had a lot to do and it's been a bit hectic. But my afternoon is starting to sort of reach that point of no return where if I don't do things now, I know I'm not going to do them. So I'm going to crunch a quick workout here, probably just 20 or 30 minutes. And then I would really love to do an everything shower this afternoon. My hair has a mask marinating. It's overdue for a wash. And I've been feeling the winter blues a little bit. So I know that that means it's time for self-tan. So I need to do an everything shower, exfoliation, you know the drill. And then I need to get a pot of soup simmering because one of my very best friends is coming over for dinner and I haven't seen her in months. She lives in Vancouver and she's here for work. So we're gonna have a guest for dinner. I'm gonna make like a roasted butternut squash soup, and then I'm gonna do some cheesy toast with a fresh loaf of sourdough bread and some salad on the side. I'm really looking forward to it, but it means that I need to like get going. So bye, time to work out.
Hey everyone, welcome to your fun moves. Today we're gonna be focusing on a full body support style workout.
You can always tell how good a workout was by the state of the hair after. Okay, we've got a brief interlude here. We are currently watching a female bufflehead duck diving for nibbly bits in the gorge waterway, and this is one of my favorite videos that I've ever recorded. Seeing her do this, I honestly was mesmerized. I will never admit publicly how much footage I took because it's a little intense, but I couldn't get enough of watching her, and I thought it would be the perfect interlude video to introduce the next little segment, which is a bunch of clips from our anniversary, our 1-year wedding anniversary, which for the most part I really wanted to keep private, but I did take a couple little clips to go over what we did. First, we went to the Nordic spa on the barge in the Victoria Harbor. Absolutely incredible, 10 out of 10. We went to our very favorite brunch spot, another 10 out of 10. And then we went and got tattoos, which was really fun. It had been a long time since I'd had one, and we had a blast. We both got roses because that's our last name. And it was just a really fun and sweet way to celebrate the day. And then I promptly got so sick. And we also got some snow, which is always such a treat. We don't really get much here. And my husband and I both grew up somewhere really snowy, so it's lovely to have that little bit of home. And yeah, we had some cozy days, and I was just sick as a dog, but my cat had the time of his life.
What you doing, little man? Really? Yeah?
I don't think that I have too much more to say, honestly. I'm gonna try and get at least one more vlog out this month. I have some fun things coming up that I'm really looking forward to. I really want to shoot a styling video. I feel like that's such a great way to shake off an outfit slump, is just like hang out with your clothes, have fun, style some outfits that aren't under any kind of pressure to be anything other than something new to try. And if they don't work, they don't work. I feel like I often come up with some really good ideas and have a lot of fun when I'm in that space that's just dedicated to play and dedicated to being creative rather than trying to get dressed for the day or for content or whatever. It's so nice to set aside that time where the only objective is to play and hang out with your clothes. So I definitely want to prioritize that this month. I also really want to do another Indyx lookbook deep dive. You guys loved that first one that I did so much, and I had so much fun putting it together. To be totally honest, I'm having a hard time deciding which one I want to record next because there's so many lookbooks that I feel so excited about. But maybe that's something that I will also prioritize now that I'm feeling a little bit better. I feel like I'm kind of getting that post-sick burst of energy where you feel like anything is possible. I definitely need to find the balance in the coming days and weeks between recovering and giving my body the rest it needs and also getting back to my routine and putting together some fun content. As always, if there is anything that you are curious about or anything specific that you would like to see, please let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more sustainable and attainable style.